It is not fair to criticize or even praise the Intellivision Amico prior to it being launched. You have to buy it, you have to wait for it to be launched, come out, get it in your hands, plug it into your TV, and start playing before you get to make up your mind if it was worth buying, if it was worth it. How does that make any bit of sense? It makes no sense to me whatsoever. But I've been seeing some comments on my last couple videos kind of taking that middle ground approach almost, like, hey, we can't talk about it until it's final and in people's hands, and then we can decide. But that's just not the way things work, and it isn't fair to the consumer, to the potential consumer. Why would a company put out marketing materials for a product? They put it out there to garner interest, to advertise. They want people to buy it day one. And if you can't have an opinion prior to day one, like, how does that make any sense as far as people who may or may not be interested? Now, in my videos, I've been a little critical on certain things, but at the same time, I feel like I'm being fair with my takes on everything. Like, it's just sharing my thoughts. I'm not trying to bash anyone or beat anybody up or, get high fives from anyone. I'm just sharing my own thoughts here. And for the people who are really looking forward to the Intellivision Amico and they really love the things that they've seen so far, congratulations. I hope you enjoy this machine once you get it in your hands. I'm just sharing my thoughts. I was interested. I lost a bit of interest. Kind of, it's a roller coaster with these things. And I'm paying attention to what's being done out there, what's being shown with this device to really, make a decision. And a lot of people are doing the same. I'm kind of interested. Do I really want to put the money down? Do I want to buy this? Do I want to get a refund? That kind of thing. If you'd already put money down. That's how we make our decisions. Every company, like I've stated this already, they're not your friend. They're a business. And when I'm criticizing people who are, as I call them, taint lickers, I'm not talking about the people who are praising what they've seen as they've actually liked it. The people who are like, dude, I'm excited for this because I like this particular game. I like what they're doing with the control. Those aren't the people I'm talking about. When I say taint lickers, I mean, I would think that's pretty self-explanatory. It's the people who are just extreme fanboys. They got to be up on that company thinking like they're buddies and friends when they're not. Don't fool yourself. None of these people, Tommy Tallarico's not your fucking friend, and Intellivision is not your fucking friend. These people are a part of a business who wants to make money, and they've been very defensive lately. I'm talking about the people who are a part of that cult who, like, are all ganging up and being like, oh, no, you cannot criticize, you can only praise. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying you can't praise the device and what you've seen and what you like. I'm not saying you can't do that. I'm saying it's only fair for all of us to have our thoughts on what we've been shown. How else do we get to make a decision? Some people have seen from day one, they said, nope, not for me. People like me have seen it from day one, and like I said, it was a roller coaster. Do I want this? Do I not want this? How is this going to benefit me as far as making videos? Or is it going to be something that I just buy, make a video once, and then it was wasted money? Am I actually going to wind up using this thing? Do the games look appealing to me? Does it actually warrant a purchase for permanently plugging this thing into a TV and playing it? Or is it going to be something as somebody who creates content, just a product I'm going to buy, make a video on it, and then just put it in a box and throw it on a shelf? Post it on my website, madpixelshop.com, for sale. Put it up on eBay or something. Like, is that how it's going to go down? I have to weigh my decisions on those things on multiple aspects. A lot of things I purchase on my channel are things I have legit interest in, and I'm hoping for the best. But then at the same time, I realize I could produce content on these things, right? And that's one of those deciding factors. Is this going to work as content? And if it's not, then if I don't really want it, I'm not going to buy it, type of thing, right? Or is this going to be something I really want and I hope I'm going to enjoy it? So I'm going to buy it anyway because that's what I want, and I'm going to make a video on it. However that works out. That's just the way I look at things with this stuff. And, nobody's above criticism, regardless if your product's launched or not, because look at what's happened in the past. Companies are very shady with certain things, and Intellivision, they've been putting a lot just straight up out there, and I can appreciate that because it's giving us information to look at and make a decision based on what they've shown us. And that's on them. Like I said, the burden of making those sales is on them. What I say and what anybody else says really blindly holds no, bearing on any of that stuff. The burden is on them for us to see what they've shown and make a decision. And for some of us, we're going to talk about our thoughts, and maybe like-minded people will agree. Some people will disagree. Some people may see, have a different thought. Everybody's different. It's I've said this plenty of times in the past. Anything I say or do with any products on my channel, it doesn't freaking matter what they are, shouldn't take away your enjoyment of the product. I just like to discuss things, you know what I mean? Whatever your option is for gaming and enjoying your time, who gives a shit what I say or anybody else says, right? If you legit enjoy it, you don't need validation. If you need validation, you got some more issues that you need to go take a look at. You know what I'm saying? If you're part of these fanboy cults, you got some issues to take a look at. If you need validation, you got some issues. I don't look for validation. And I know a lot of you guys don't either. Some of you guys just like to participate in discussion, share your thoughts, and that's what I'm looking for. As far as my videos on this kind of stuff go, is like, let's have a discussion. Let's talk about it. And there's been a lot of people who are excited for the Intellivision Amico that I've fully agreed with the things that they say. And then there's been people who are completely against it and have said some crazy stuff that I completely disagree with. Then there's people who just don't want it and have voiced their opinions that I agree with. It's all over the place. My thoughts are my own, and I'll share similar thoughts with some people. And it's just about being a big boy and being able to have a discussion, you know what I mean? And yeah, there's those certain people, the taint lickers, that they annoy me, and I never point out names because that's, like I said, it's for people to decide which table they're going to sit at, what meal they're going to select. It's up to them, and people can easily figure those people out, you know what I mean? It is what it is, but as far as not being fair to praise or criticize, well, let's just blindly buy shit and decide when we get it in our hands. We're not children, and I know this device has been said to be for families, but how many children are really out there making that final decision to ask Santa Claus to get this thing under the Christmas tree? And then they'll find out it's amazing or it sucks. No, it's grown-ass adults looking at this thing, being I know the name. Look at some of these games. Some of them look cool, some of them don't. Let me look at the overall thing. Let me see what other people are saying about it, pro or con. And okay, this person's being overly critical and just shitting on stuff just to shit on it. And I don't take all that for anything. Maybe part of what they say is worth a damn, and then some of it's not. It's if you're an adult, you got to decipher between the bullshit. You know what I mean? The fake hate, the fake praise, the fanboyism, all that kind of stuff. I'm not the type of person who just wants to sit in the the middle of the fence here and just kind of rock back and forth. I'm just calling it the way I see it, and I understand maybe this thing is not for me, but it may be for other people. But as I had interest in this device from the get-go, and my interest has, dived off a cliff, climbed back up, paraglided down, and then, got hit by a gust of wind and crashed into a fucking tree, and then, climbed my way back up. It's all over the place, man. So I'm just sharing my thoughts, and maybe some people will see some of the things I've said as, having some kind of value. Maybe some people just want to discuss that, and that's all it's about. So, hey, really do appreciate every single one of you mofos. Even the taint lickers. Especially the taint lickers. But there's not that many of them that show up on my channel. I don't think I've seen any taint lickers show up on my channel. I mean, you're not going to bait me into any kind of, craziness. So it is what it is. But thanks for watching. Little bonus video. Prompted by reading comments. Because that's what I do. I read all my comments. So drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. It's all about that discussion. Don't have to agree with each other. Can agree on some things, disagree on others. That's fine, man. We're human motherfucking beings. Catch you on the next one. Peace out, bye-bye, and boom. Bye.